If you've been following any of the comic book news over the last few days, you probably already know that Bill Willingham, who created Fables, one of the best comics of all time, has taken the property public domain in order to spite DC Comics because they've screwed with him so much over the years over the properties. And he's saying, you know what? If you're going to do this, I'm going to take my ball and give it to everybody. So this has, of course, created responses from DC Comics saying he doesn't have the right to do this. Which, it is his property, so he should, in theory, have the right to do this. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be a nasty battle, I'm sure. But they've also enlisted the shills in the mainstream access media. Every time that anybody stands up against the corporation doesn't just stand by and deal with things in a manner that's in good faith. No, they've never been in good faith. That's the whole point of Bill Willingham doing this. He's taken a just ton of lumps over the years. DC's just tried to just strong arm him over and over and over again. And that's the whole purpose of this. But they're not just doing that there. They've got their friends, they've got their allies, they've got the Whisper Network, and they've got their media. And they're going after him personally in order to try to discredit and destroy him because he dared stand up to them. That's what's happening today. Here it is. My name's John Delarose. I've stood up to the mainstream comic book media since 2017. I was one of the first people reporting on things. I actually started the movement that ended up comicsgate with the hashtag as I reported on what was happening with a YouTuber who was getting harassed by comic pros in a very similar manner just for putting honest reviews up of their works. They really didn't like him doing that, and they tried to destroy him on it. Very sad that guy ended up being Comics Matter with your boy Zach. But I was there at the beginning writing articles, and I'm still writing articles for Bounding Into Comics today. But this is my web store, and this is in the description below. If you like Fables, if you like good stuff, please check out my comic books. This is my digital section right here, and I've actually got 2 novels, which I kind of stealth released. I didn't put up anywhere else. The Demon's Eye is a love letter to like kind of classic pulp stories. If you like those classic fantasy tropes that are out there, you're a Fables fan, you probably will actually very much enjoy this novel right here. The Roles We Play is a very different take on the romance novel genre. If you like science fiction and romance, you will very much enjoy this. So I'm all over the map. I'm a pulp writer like used to be back in the day. These guys all wrote in the different genres: fantasy, mystery, crime, war stories, of course, romance novels and the like. And I'm doing the same thing right here. So please check this out. I've got a bunch of other links to Subscribestar. Great way to support us going on here too. Really appreciate you guys for what you've done for us over the years. So here's my article for the Fables situation, which Bill Willingham, of course, did his famous bringing everything to the public domain and declared asymmetric warfare on them. I really like that term. That makes me happy to hear him say such. And I like him declaring war on it. But the usual suspects are out in force. Now, Max Visaggio here is a transgender activist who, of course, got hired as a diversity hire in comics and always whines about not making money in comics. Anything Mags has done, he's had just different problems. Nobody's really liked his work whatsoever. And, I tried being nice to this guy back in the day. And, of course, the whole grift here is complaining about harassment saying, I'm a transgender and they're harassing me by not respecting my pronouns, that type of thing. And I tried being nice to the guy. I tried to just having a nice conversation with him and being like, you know what, like, maybe we all can get along in comics. Maybe, and of course, these guys never act in good faith. It's 100% just like a grift of trying to get attention because their works are not good enough to hold a candle to anything Bill Willingham's ever done, really. And that's the whole problem. They're jealous of him. They're jealous of his success, and they want to destroy Bill Willingham. So Mags went around and just found different likes on Twitter that he did. Yes, insanity. And multiple people are doing this. I'm going to show you even more. So this is one of them. He liked these tweets. Oh, no, Matt Walsh. Who is of course, conservative guy with the Daily Wire. Oh no. And here it is, Brad Torgerson. Brad Torgerson was part of the Sad Puppies movement. Now, Brad isn't quite as based as a lot of us these days. Really never came around to fighting the culture war. He's one of those guys who wants to pretend he's above it. But still, he's a guy who was canceled, and so therefore he's associated with Bill Willingham. And they're talking about the logical problems with transgenderism, of course, which is, everybody has to pretend that Mags is a real woman. these days. That's the if you don't do that, you must be canceled. So sorry, Mags, you're delusional. You've got mental illness, and it is what it is. Now it continues on, and of course, Bill Willingham's getting attacked by Heidi McDonald from Beat, the comics culture. Now, this person's going ballistic about him as well. And the Penny Parker journalist right here actually exposed why this is. Now, Bill Willingham is charging Stephanie Cook, who's another diversity hire for these comic book companies, for embezzling $10,000 from him. Holy crap, a lot of money. And Stephanie Cook is, of course, friends with Heidi McDonald, and so it's a personal vendetta against him that Heidi is going about trying to destroy Bill Willingham. Now, this is being perpetuated by their thugs. In addition to these people, I don't know who this guy is. Does he have pronouns in his bio? Let's see. Author of Gil Thorpe. There he is. Nationally syndicated. There it is, another media guy. He, him pronouns. Yep, there you go. And as you see, Bill Willingham liked Democrats who suspend the Second Amendment will suspend all amendments by Christian Toto. He liked the Babylon Bee, a parody site. Oh no! So they're really trying to get him. He's such a good guy that people respect, and he's actually really nice to his fans, really nice to everybody else out there in general. That they're all they can get on him is he likes tweets by political people that they don't like. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a crime in 2023. Really sad to see this, but this is the state of the mainstream media and how far they'll go to destroy somebody when they stand up to the corporation. And that's what this is about. He's stood up to DC Comics. He is telling the corporation, no, you're not going to make money off me. I'm going to dilute that value of the property to where you really don't have any value in it more than anybody else has. And the corporation, of course, sends their thugs out. It's a big whisper network. The comic industry is an industry of fear. It's an industry of fear mongering where everybody has to step into line. They all have to be very, very quiet, and they all have to target the same sorts of people. Otherwise, they won't get the jobs themselves. And this is all a big clout chasing movement. It's disgusting. These people are awful. And that's very sad. So hopefully Bill Willingham comes out of this very well. We'll, of course, be covering whatever his next steps are on the channel and supporting him here because Fables is a great property. He did a wonderful job with this book all the way through. And I appreciate you guys for being there. Make sure to check out our books. Check out the Subscribe Star, my friends. We want to build something new, something awesome. Maybe we'll do some Fables stuff, right? I guess we can now. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.